Hey, what up, Internet? It's Dave Wheeler from Upstate New York. At least I know where Upstate New York is, versus the New York Times. Now, of course, the New York Times has been around since 1851, and you'd think by now they would know how to do stuff, right? They would know how to report on New York State. They recently did an article, I don't want to get it wrong, so I'm going to read it to you, Beyond the Buffalo Wing in Upstate New York. So the main purpose of this piece was to talk about all the different foods that Upstate New York and New York State as a whole has to offer other than chicken wings. So you think, beautiful idea, let's put our bibs on and get ready to roll. So what's the first thing they cover? Buffalo. And what's the first food they cover? Buffalo wings! You literally called your article Beyond the Buffalo Wing, but the first food you mention is buffalo wings. I hate green shirts in the New York Jets, but let me start the video off wearing a New York Jets t-shirt. Let's calm down. Regroup. Goose fraba. Goose fraba. Now, granted, they went on in their Buffalo piece to mention some other highlights, like the beef on weck and, the sponge candy, blah, blah, blah. But you still mentioned buffalo wings as the first food! Goose fraba. Goose fraba. Next, they took a trip down the thruway to Rochester, and I have to say, I applaud you. You actually did an amazing job. You mentioned the garbage plate, which is the big dish of Rochester. Everybody knows that. It's fantastic. You nailed it. You had good details, good history. So 1 point for you, 1 point for me for freaking out. So good job on Rochester. Buckle up, boys and girls. Things are about to get a little hairy on the road. Not because I have hair on my arms, not because of the lake effect snow we get in upstate New York. See, that's a reference right there that actually makes sense. It's because they decided to go to Syracuse next. And what did they pick in Syracuse? You would think they'd pick the biggest thing, like, I don't know, salt potatoes? Oh no, let's see what they picked for Syracuse, shall we? So what did they mention as their first food of Syracuse? Cornell chicken. What in the hell is Cornell chicken? I've grown up in this area my entire life. I've never even heard of Cornell chicken. So no offense to anybody that works at the Cornell Chicken Factory, but do you really think that your chicken is the dish of Syracuse? Every city in America has their own twist on chicken. So why in the hell is Cornell chicken what you picked for Syracuse? Oh wait, I'm sorry, you did mention salt potatoes. One part of a sentence when you mentioned Cornell chicken. What the hell is Cornell chicken? Goose fraba. Goose fraba. One would think if you're going down the thruway and you went to, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, you'd probably hit Utica and Albany coming up next. Nah, boys and girls. They decided that, chicken riggies, tomato pie, greens, the doughboy, the bomber's burrito, the peppermint pig aren't important upstate New York foods. We actually went somewheres down south, Binghamton. Last time I checked, Binghamton is known as the Southern Tier. When the hell was the Southern Tier known as Upstate New York? And also a couple other facts for you, New York Times. Upstate New York, there's a whole other portion of the state north of Rochester and Syracuse! Goose fraba. Goose fraba. Granted, the work they did on Binghamton, they talked about the Speedies. Beautiful. Just like Rochester, you nailed it. You picked the city's biggest dishes. So 2 points, New York Times. 5 points, Dave. I don't even care what the score system is. I'm giving myself more points. It's my video. You do what you want. You do you. So say if you went 90 miles north of the Syracuse-Rochester area, and of course I'm kind of maybe even more so, you'd hit Watertown, New York. What do you think Watertown's known for other than snow and Fort Drum? They're known for Krogan bologna and Krogan subs. Now, if Canada and New York State were in a relationship and they were maybe holding hands and they wanted to go out to dinner and have a date, they'd probably go to Potsdam, which is like 10 miles from the border. You ignored northern New York completely. Oh my God. Potsdam is known for Glazier's hot dogs. Apparently not to the New York Times. Not important enough. Maybe you don't have enough subscribers up there to your newspaper. So here's a little tip for you, New York Times. Next time you highlight upstate New York foods, 1, pick actual upstate New York. Don't go with Southern Tier. Number 2, highlight more than 4 cities. Last time I checked, there's a whole big-ass state up here. And you picked 4 cities! And next, maybe do a little more than a quick Google research. Because if you search Cornell chicken like I did, you won't even find the website for Cornell chicken until you get to like page 2 or 3. Oh yeah, P.S. Before I go, you missed half moons. Oh no, we didn't, Dave. We're from New York City. We have black and white cookies. Those are garbage! Those aren't even half moons. Those are crappy little hard cookies opposed to the majesty of half moons. So do a little tip here. Next time, research some articles and learn your facts. Or if you want to come up here, buy me dinner, and I'll take you on a quest of all the great upstate New York food. I have to go take some Tylenol or get a drink of water because my heart is racing from all this screaming!